Welcome to a beautiful night. I'm freezing to death, but it's so beautiful here in Jerusalem. Behind me you can see King David Hotel and the old city of Jerusalem. Look how beautiful are the walls of the city. You can see the western wall of the city, not of the temple. The western wall of the city is from the 16th century. Beautiful, isn't it? From the Ottomans' time. At the time of the Ottomans, you can see houses attached to the walls. It's not there anymore because the British didn't like it. Then, for example, you can see the shape of the roof of one of the buildings that was attached to Jaffa Gate. Then let's enter the city. It's freezing. I didn't prepare myself for that. A few days ago, when Orthodox Easter time, it was quite warm, I must say. I walked at 3 a.m. With short sleeves t-shirts. And now, as you can see, people are with coats and it's so cold. It's the end of Ramadan time. Then from tomorrow morning, the Muslims can actually eat. The Jaffa Gate is one of the 8 gates of Jerusalem, and it's the main gate for most of the tourists. You can see that there are tourists are living out the city. To the right, you see another wall, and that is part of the fortress that King Herod built. This is the highest place of the city. And if you look at the map, I hope that you will be able to see something. We just entered through Jaffa Gate, and this is the fortress of King Herod. Why he built it there? Because it's the highest place of the city, and he could control the city. The city is divided to 4 quarters. You know what? Let's go back to the map. Then you can see here the Christian quarter, which is actually from here to the left, and the Armenian quarter. It's, see the shop there to the right, and if you will continue to the lower part of the city, the upper and the lower part of the city, you will see the Jewish quarter, and the biggest neighborhood is the Muslim quarter. And the most important thing here is Al-Aqsa Mosque, or the Temple Mount, the temple of the Jews, until 70 AD. Then I'm at the Christian quarter, which is divided into neighborhoods itself. For example, this is the Catholic Patria area, and the next street to the left will be the Greek Catholic neighborhood, and not so far away from here, the Coptic and the Greek Orthodox are the closest one to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. The church is supposed to be closed now, but you know what? Let's see what's happening there. It's so nice to see a lot of tourists at the time of the night. You see that Greek Catholic Patria. Oh yeah, there's a night show, beautiful show at the fortress of King Herod, which is it's called the Tower of David, but David never been there. But you can see here, as part of the tower that King Herod built, at least that part, and you can see here the moat from the Crusade time. It's freezing, it's cold. The most of the people, as I can see, going out of the city from the night show, which is a beautiful show. Sound and light all over the walls. And in daytime, this is David Street, nighttime as well, but the shops. There are so many shops now, but because it's late, you can see less and less shops. Then the good thing at night time is that you're walking in a city without tourists and shops. You will be here in about, let's say, an hour, and you're going to be there alone. It's around 9, let's say 20 past 9 p.m. nighttime. You can see a lot of Muslims that actually left now the Al-Aqsa, Haram al-Sharif. That was the last prayer of Ramadan this year. You will continue through that street, which is the Christian Quarter Street. You will reach the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, but we gonna reach the church from a different place, but it's closed. I will be surprised that it will be open. I took a video of it at 2-3 p.m. at Easter time. At that time the church was open because of Easter. Let's turn left here. In front of you can see the dome of a beautiful and important church. It's John the Baptist Church, one of the oldest churches here. And as you can see, we left the highway in a way, and no one is here anymore. We are totally alone now. If you were eating with me at the Viewpoint restaurant, then it's right there. We entered to the restaurant from here, but now I'm alone. I know what I'm gonna do now. I never planned the tour, mainly because it's the street is stronger than me. I know what I want to do, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. Then this is the center of the city. You just arrived to the center of the city. As you can see, it's not a big one. It's called the Moristan, which is in Persian, but in English is the hospital. Because somewhere here, the hospital of the Hospitallers, the Crusaders knights were here. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. As you can see, the city at night time is worth every penny. In daytime, there are many tourists, but now you can enjoy the environment. And the tower that you saw is of the Protestant Lutheran Church. A German church, the Church of the Redeemer. The entrance to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, the Church of the Holy Tomb, the place that Jesus was crucified, died, buried, and resurrected, is from that gate. There are two options, but as you can see, it's closed. Because there are so many tourists, The best time to visit the church is at 5 or 6 a.m. You can see a little bit, not even a little bit. You can see the facade of the church. We'll go a little bit through the Via Dolorosa. Look at the Church of the Redeemer. Look how beautiful it is. Gosh, it's freezing. We're still in the Christian Quarter. Here you can see a gate from 12th century. The church itself is from 19th century. Nievsky Church, a Russian church, is in front of you. In it, you can actually visit a triumph arch that was built by Hadrian at the 2nd century. Now, the Cardo is the main street that goes from north that way to south. It was a wide street. Today it's a very short one. It started here, remember that? See the celebration of Ramadan time. People are eating. And right there. It is so crowded now, mainly with the Muslims that can eat. And that's the end of the Ramadan time. It's beautiful, isn't it? The Cardo is still the main street of the city. Assalamu alaikum. It's beautiful, isn't it? Everyone are eating now because they can. Remember when we, oh now it's full with garbage now, but that's the place that will reach to the 9th station of the Via Dolorosa, where Jesus fell for the 3rd time. If you've been with me or saw my videos, you actually know that place, and that was the beginning of the church from the 4th century. Let's continue with the Cardo. And you will see the 7th station of the cross where Jesus fell for the 2nd time. Just beautiful to see it. But we are leaving now the main street and we will turn right. We are at the Muslim quarter. And that's the 8th station of the cross is there, and this is the 7th station of the cross where Jesus fell for the second time. We are leaving the main street and entering to here, according to what the Christians believe. What we believe is that is the beginning of the city. Until now, everything that you saw was outside the city. That's why the church is outside the city. And you see that we are at the Via Dolorosa station. Still, you can see a lot of Muslims leaving Al-Aqsa Mosque on the way back to their home. The tourists will leave Israel soon, back to their places all over the world. And tomorrow, instead of the Muslims, you will see a lot of Christian pilgrims who walk with a huge cross on their shoulder through the Via Dolorosa. On the way, we will see two more stations of the cross. The first one will be the 6th station, which is for me very important. If you if it's the first time that you're watching my video, please subscribe to my channel. I do have more than 20,000 videos of the Holy Land, and you will understand, or most of you already know, that for me the 6th station was Saint Veronica. So Jesus walking up together with Simon, who helped him to carry the cross. She cleaned his sweat with a veil. She is the only one who did something voluntarily to Jesus. Then for me, the 6th station, which is right here in front of you, is such an important place. But let's wait for the scooter. See the Veronica, were right here in a column from the 1st century. See, the children are playing football for the American soccer. And the 5th station is where Saint Simon helped him to carry the cross. Saint Simon was a Jew from Libya. What a Jew from Libya is doing in the city? Remember, every Jew had to be in the city. Let's see. All right, we're still alive. Every Jew had to be in the city at Passover. Then to find a Jew from Libya, it wasn't a surprise. The street that we will reach, the right and left one, is called the Main or the Eastern Corridor. Might be a little bit crowded as well, because remember, people are walking out from the Haram al-Sharif. Then you can see a lot of garbage here. And this is the 5th station. And here you can see the stone that, according to what we believe, Jesus was, he couldn't breathe. He was holding the wall here, and then, according to so many, this is the left handprint of Jesus. Look at the celebration. That's it? Nilevad. This is it? No more Ramadan?
India.
Today it's it? Yeah. شكرا. يلا. Then رمضان كريم وتمشي כבר נגמר. תהנה. Celebrate. The people are going out. Oh. other reporters here with a better camera than mine. And I didn't know if it's the last night or not, because we have to look carefully at the moon itself. And 2 hours ago you could hear the fireworks, and I already knew that this is the last night, but I just asked one of the salesmen and he told me that I'm right. All the grocery shops are open, all the restaurants are open. Sadly, I cannot enter to Haram al-Sharif. Only Muslims can do that. And this is one of the entrances. I'm getting closer and closer to the Western Wall, which is part of the foundation wall that King Herod built to create the plaza, and on top of it he built the second temple that Jesus visited 3 times a year. And the Jews are not praying through the wall, they're praying through the house of God. And this is a huge difference between Christians and Jews. A synagogue, it's not a house of God. The house of God is here in Jerusalem. A church is a house of God. Every church. Doesn't matter if it's in Cyprus, the States, or here. But for the Jews, the only entrance, the only house of God is here in Jerusalem. And you can understand now the tension between Muslims and Jews. It's all about one stone, the foundation stone. The Dome of the Rock is actually built on top of it. מה שלומך? לא, תודה, שתיתי הרבה, המון תודה. He asked me to stop to drink, and in a regular day I will do that, but now I'm taking one-shot video, and it's important for me to keep on taking the video for you. A lot of garbage, but tomorrow you won't see a bit of it. Look at the light here, part of the celebration, and this is another entrance. Oh, look at the garbage to the Temple Mount. But only Muslims can enter to the Temple Mount. Non-Muslims can enter through different places. Then, I don't know if you know the ugly wooden bridge. Twice a day, non-Muslims can enter to the Temple Mount / Al-Aqsa and visit the area, but they cannot go in to the Temple Mount, to Dome of the Rock, and they cannot go in to the Al-Aqsa Mosque. To enter the Western Wall, they will check my bag, then they will scan the bag. I won't be able to take a video of it, but you can see it in front of you. Then I'm stopping the video right now, and I will continue with it when I reach the Western Wall. All right, I did it. Now, welcome to the Western Wall. And it's beautiful to see it at nighttime. If you visit Jerusalem at daytime, it's totally different at nighttime. Well, we did it in less than 30 minutes. But it's not the end of the video. What are they doing now? What are they building now? Let's see. Passover is gone, but they're building something, and I don't know for what. Might be a ceremony, which I'm not sure which ceremony it's gonna be. Now, the Western Wall is divided into two. First of all, you can see that the Jews have purified their hands. There's a bucket with two candles. And only then they will enter. And the Western Wall, remember, it's only a plaza. Ooh, lots of wind. Of the Temple Mount that King Herod built. The 7 stones from down to up is from the time of King Herod. And the Jews usually divided the women and the men, and the women's got women. They have their own department. The men got their own department. And what I like in winter, in nighttime, is that most of the tourists are not here. Then the Western Wall is kind of non-tourist area, except of me now. I have to put yarmulke, kippah. Yarmulke and kippah will divide me from him, and this is the Jewish tradition. Then, in that case, when you enter to the men department, only men needs to do that. You will see that box, and here you will see yarmulkes. Always take the one that looks like no one touched before, and it might fly from my head, and I have to hold it. The Jewish department is divided into two. I call it the tourist, the well-known one, it's not the tourist, the well-known one, and then there's a hidden one. Now, why it's called the Wailing Wall? I'm usually telling it to the groups that I'm guiding that if you will get lost, I will cry. But most of the time, the Jews are very happy here. Let's listen to him. His accent sounds like a Yemenite accent. You can hear the het and the ain, which is difficult to pronounce. It's difficult for me to pronounce as well. Then 7 stones from down to up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are from the time of King Herod. There's another tradition to leave a note between the Western Wall stones. You won't see a lot, mainly because they cleaned it lately, but they didn't throw it to the garbage. They actually bury it at Mount of Olives, because the minute the note touched the wall, it became holy. The most important prayer is now heard by him, Shema Israel, and let's go in. I won't talk a lot there, although I can. but I wanted to see the non-touristy area, and it's warm in. Oh, it's nice here. Oh, it's warm and nice. In those arcs, you can find a Torah scroll. This is the Bible that was written by hand, by a scribe. And Thursday, this morning, they took it out and read from it. If you've been with me here, saw the difference. They will arrive here after the tourists will leave the place. This is a very big synagogue, especially when it's cold outside, and it's cold outside. It's not the end of the Jordan, don't run away. It's only 30 minutes. And let's go outside. And this is the Jews are praying 3 times, and you need 10 men to pray. It's calm. Back to Friesland. It's beautiful, isn't it? Let's go outside, and we will go out through another gate. We enter to the city through Jaffa gate, and we will go out through the dung gate, the garbage gate. And there I will catch a bus to the train station, and from there to my house in Tel Aviv. I will take the train, and I will bring the kippah back to the box. But if you will take it home, nothing will happen to you. The Jewish quarter is right there. The Jewish quarter is mostly new, because in 1948 that place was supposed to be owned by the United Nations, but it was occupied by the Jordanians that destroyed the Jewish quarter. Then the Jewish quarter is new, but in 1967, when the Jews came back to here, they excavate beneath it, and today you can visit few museums who will take you to the time of Jesus. Let's see, 3 meter 9 feet will take you back to, let's say, 2,000 years earlier. This is the wooden bridge that I was talking about, and that's where non-Muslims can enter the Temple Mount twice a day, not including Friday and Saturday. And today she's purified her hand. And but you cannot go in with religious items, like a big cross, the Bible, something like that. You cannot eat there, and you must be decent. If not, they will give you something to wear. There will be two police. The first one is the Israeli police, and they will check that you have nothing wrong, nothing that you are not supposed to enter with it to the Temple Mount, to the Muslim area. And look how beautiful it is, together with the Dome of the Rock. The site of the Jewish temple. At the time of King Herod, the Jewish temple was between 2 to 3 times higher than the Dome of the Rock. That from here you can see how big it used to be. And then let me show you where the entrance is for the Temple Mount. Ooh, it's freezing. It's cold. Another important thing is that at the exit and the entrance, you can refill your bottles with water and drink. And Americans, you can do that too. It's pure water for tourists. You have another 10 minutes to be with me, then don't run away. Remember, you already subscribe my channel, and if you reach here, it means that it's interesting for you. Then I will be more than happy if you will support my channel. You can do that through few options. The first one is buy me a coffee. The second one is PayPal. And those two you can find at the description of that video. And if you won't find it, you can always ask me, and I will send you the link. And from a few, I think, weeks or months ago, look beneath the video. The simplest that you actually push the like and do that. Next to it, you will see kind of a heart. And through you push the button there, you can actually donate me through YouTube. This is it actually helps me a lot. Then what we can see here, you can see the wall from the time of King Herod, and you can see a street from the time of King Herod and his sons. And it used to be a bridge here. You can see the floating stone. It used to be a bridge, and beneath it, shops. Those are the shops that King Herod, Jesus put the salesman away. Maybe. Another thing that you can see here is another plaza. That plaza is for men and women from the Reform Jews that wants to pray together. Because as you saw at the Western Mall, you cannot do that, and here you can. It's a beautiful place, isn't it? Oops. I wanted to see another beautiful view of the corner of the southern and the western wall. For that you will have to wait a little bit, and you can see the gate there. This is the dung gate, the garbage gate, and don't blame me for that name, but the garbage, I mean, it's easier to take the garbage out from a lower gate and not to climb all the way up to Jaffa gate. But that garbage actually helps us a lot because it covered the city of David, and it saved that place. Ta-da-da! You see, there's always good options. And look at that. Is that beautiful or not? The dome that you see there is Al-Aqsa Mosque. According to the Muslims, Muhammad came to Jerusalem and to Al-Aqsa, which is the last or the far away mosque. From there he went to the foundation stone, ascended into heaven, and met God himself, that gave him the five prayers of the day. Then look how beautiful it is. And it's not the end. Don't leave me, because I'm going to take you to see another beautiful view And remember the Eastern corridor that we actually used? Let me show you an ancient part of it. But for that, I have to cross the road. You can see a lot of ultra-Orthodox Jews that heading to the Western Wall. And I'm trying to cross it to the other side. Oh, there's no lights there then. No, I can. I will take you there. Because there are restrooms there too. And you can use it. They just opened a Roma cafe here. Then if you want quality, then here it is. Quality coffee and excellent sandwiches and good cakes. That is the place, Roma. It's like Starbucks, but better, much better. And this is the entrance. To remember the corner of the southern and the western wall. If you want to visit the museum, it's through here. It's called Jerusalem Archaeological Park. Another name for it, it's Davidson. William Davidson. And I'm now standing on an ancient street. That is the same way that we used from the 5th station until the Western Wall. You can see the ancient stone is here, and it looks like that. To the right are the women and the men restrooms. Then let's go back to the dung gate, and we will go out to show you a beautiful view of the southern wall and a little bit of City of David as well. And there, are we going to say goodbye there, or maybe not? I don't know. Let's see. This is the dung gate, and you have to be careful here because cars are using the same gate as well, and they're renovating here. Then it's even more difficult to walk. And lots of traffic jam. But that's not my problem now, because the bus will have to do that. I will sit and listen to music. Don't go away. Remember, a view is supposed to be beautiful view, and I lost my bus anyhow. Bus number 1. Then I do have time. The wall to your left side is the wall of the city, not of the temple. Then the wall of the temple, remember the southern eastern wall, western wall, it's from 1st century BC. When Jesus entered the temple for the presentation, the temple was already there. Then let's cross it. And City of David is right there. But what you could not see here, all you can see a little bit is we call it Givati, which is part of City of David, and there's a lot of excavation from 1st, 7th, 8th century BC until, let's say, 19th century, 20th century are gone. Because, you know, when you're excavating, you're destroying part of it. City of David. I'm sure that you watch my videos, but you can see the stairs to the temple from the ceiling pool. And the tunnel is here too. Hezekiah tunnel, which you can use, and there's still water there because it's the only spring of Jerusalem, and King Solomon was anointed there and became a Messiah, because according to the Jews, a Messiah is the one that was anointed, and this is the meaning of that word, Messiah, the one that was anointed. I know that for the Christians It's another name for Jesus. Then Mount of Olives is right there. Cannot see a lot of it because it's dark, but there's a tower there. This is the Ascension Church, and we are not so far away from that time. I mean, it's 50 days after Easter. And Easter, according to the Catholic, was 2 weeks ago. According to the Greek Orthodox, a week ago. And I'm gonna be there. Right, the entrance to the City of David is from there. My bus station is here. But I lost the bus anyhow. And it's quite late now, then it will take me time to wait for the bus, but I don't mind. I like what I'm doing. And you can see another part of the southern wall and the Dome of Al-Aqsa. But let me see if you can see it from there. All right, can you see the lights? The 2 left one, or the 3 left one. Beneath it there's an entrance, locked entrance. I can see it. I don't know if you can see it. You can see it, but that is the exit of the temple. And Jesus visited the temple 3 times here. Then he actually used that place, and it took me only almost 50 minutes. Then thank you very much for being with me, and I'm gonna wait and wait and wait to the bus. Across the street. Now, thank you very much. Bye bye.